Good morning, friends. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. I need to get the other video uploaded to YouTube, so I'm going to do that here in a minute. But I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. We are still dealing with some issues in the house, so that's been fun. With air conditioning going out, we thought it was fixed. Now it's not. So I think there was a different issue, a bigger underlying issue, but that's not the point. It's Monday. We're here to start the week off well and strong. If you have any questions about anything, let us know. So the engagement post today, let me share my screen. It's a value post. All right. So this one, again, the goal is pretty much always the connection with the audience to add value, build trust. The hook today is 3 things I wish I had started sooner in my life. So you're going to list the 3 habits or things that you wish you had started sooner in your life. Talk about why did you wait? What got in the way? Why are these 3 habits or things valuable to you now? How do they serve you in your life right now? And then after you share that, the call to action is what are some habits that you wish you had started sooner in your life? I'd love to hear yours. So asking for that feedback, like, hey, I'm sharing mine. I would love for you to share yours. And then a picture of you and or your thing or your habit. And this one should be simple-ish to think of when it comes to writing the content, but just make sure you're putting a little bit of thought into it, right? Don't just copy and paste somebody else's. Think about your life and what you do now that you wish you had done sooner, right? So things I might do are like getting back to more holistic lifestyle, more healthy with like the sourdough, making that more of a priority. I'm going to think about this one too, because I honestly don't know, but I need to put some more thought into it, but it's going to be awesome. Hold on one sec. All right. So I have a lot of external noise now too, because we've got all the doors and windows open right now. We've got the fans going, hopefully to keep the main floor cooler. Luckily, the air conditioning upstairs is still working, but I had to go buy some extra fans yesterday so we could have some air movement in the house. So let's think of habits that you do now. Something that I do now. Let's see. I make reading more of a priority because that makes me happy and brings me joy. Let's see. So yeah, we're doing 3 things that you wish you had started sooner, whether they're habits or action items. Off the top of your head, do you have, what do you do?
Me? I just sat down.
Perfect. I love this.
3 things I wish I had started sooner in my life.
I'll give you a second. Something else that you can spin this to. Not necessarily just things that you implemented, but things that you stopped doing. I think this is a good option for that as well. You had started doing sooner, maybe started not caring about what people think about you. You kind of see where that train of thought is going.
Yeah, I was actually thinking save for retirement.
Save for retirement.
Not caring with not so much not caring what people think about me is not caring if people are talking about me.
Yeah. I mean, that was really hard. Just as a human, we want to be liked, right? We want people to accept us and love us. And also, I think depending on what your Enneagram type is too, that makes it hard because I'm an Enneagram 9. I want to keep the peace, right? I want things to be harmonious. I want to be heard. I want to be seen. And so when any of those things don't happen, it just feels like this discord in my life. So I'm trying to lean into doing things for me, doing things for my family, and not because of what I think other people think I should do. So I've got to find an eloquent way to word that, but
I don't know that I'll ever get good at that. Oh, I set my printer to print overnight and it kind of half failed and it just started doing printing again on its own. So, pardon the noise.
you would think that this one would be super easy, but it's hard to, I think, eloquently put or figure out what in my life I do now that I wish I would have done sooner. But that was a good one, saving for retirement. I know a lot of people have that at the forefront of their brains.
I think when you're younger, you think it has to be some huge, large number too, and you realize when you're older, $5 a day or something could have gone a long ways. So
Yeah.
it's like if current me could have told younger me a lot of things.
Right. And don't forget, if you're doing social media themes for that consistency, today's Monday Fun Day, Monday mantra, meme Monday.
Oh, I had some pod mixers. I was gonna do Mixer Monday, but with some
Mixer
pods.
Monday. That's fun. I like that.
I'm on a pod kick. I think in the summer, I always kind of go towards pods because you don't have to deal with like melty wax and stuff. So
What I kind of wish was that we had a bigger variety of pod systems. It'd be cool if we had one that were more like countertop style that were decorative like our warmers are. It'd be cool if that was a thing. I know it's harder because the plastic and the molds and making them look aesthetically pleasing, like the warmers. I can imagine that would be a difficulty.
yeah, but they can make Mickey Mouse and Pooh. You know,
Yeah, Spidey, Black Panther. You're right. They do have some good stuff, but those are more kid centric.
but my point is that they can make other ones.
Right. They can't make other ones. Yeah. But it'd be cool to be able to have one that was like a countertop style that was pretty. Because I think you're right. I think in the summer it's easier to change pods out. And just in general it is.
Sell and
I want
transfer
this
and
simplicity.
yeah, switch and yeah. Twelve, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Great.
I can count.
Yeah, you can. You're doing great too.
It's Monday. I can count. Yes. Ready to get this week started. What else is okay? So, what got in the way? What got in the way? The fear of. So let's just play on even saving for retirement, like the fear of I mean, if putting back, say, $5 a week, even, it's like, oh my gosh, well, what if I have to put gas in my car or something? Well, the reality is that $5 a week really wouldn't have hurt anything or changed anything.
Uh-huh.
Um,
That's a really good point. The fear of the potential borrowing, what's it called? Borrowing future problems today
yes, yeah,
instead of saving for future problems today.
yeah. My 20s and my 30s were significantly different.
Yeah.
Create a connection for us. And I think the funny thing about that too is that you can always tie that into the business because so I'm 43, I think. Yeah, yeah, it sounds right. Um, so I've been in almost 12 years. Yeah, later this year will be 12 years. So most of my 30s, I was with Scentsy. And quite honestly, most of my 30s, and it's not like I was making tons of money with Scentsy through most of that or anything, but most of my 30s, I didn't have the kinds of financial fears that I had in my 20s. And maybe it's because I knew I had that secondary um, kind of fluid, maybe income. Is that the right word? Like,
Consistent?
well, controllable income. Like I had a job which, was a certain amount of money that was consistent or whatever, but maybe I had a bad week or bad month or whatever, and I could hustle a little harder and make a little more money
Mhm.
because I needed it or something. But I had senses that I could hustle a little harder and work a little harder because I was like, okay, something bad potentially happened, or maybe I wanted to put floors in my house or something like that. So I could hustle a little harder because I had Sensi, so I could work a little harder to make a little more money to do something a little bit more grand or whatever.
Yeah, I get that. Oh, with all the windows open, I wonder how my allergies are today. I should probably take a Claritin.
What's the temperature right now at 5:40 in the morning outside?
71. That was our
Hmm.
low for the day, 71. So we've been maintaining. It'd be really nice
Okay.
to go out on a walk too.
It's gonna be a great day.
Mhm.
That is a really good point with actually having the business. You've got something in your back pocket at all times if you want to hustle, or you know what I mean? Like you've got something coming up and you want to make a little more money or something. It's actually a really good
Way to look.
sales tactic on. Yeah, because you can't force your employer to give you more money.
Right.
I love it when I have aha moments.
Yeah, because this is completely controlled. You're in charge of getting sales. Excuse me. Um, Obviously, if you have a team, you can't force your team to make sales. You can't force them to do anything, but you can show them how it's done and encourage them. But you are in charge of how you run your business, your personal business, and get your personal sales.
But you're definitely in charge of working towards a team.
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta figure out what kind of photo I want to share.
I'm wearing a new shirt today, so I just actually took some selfies. So that's probably going to be something like that.
Perfect.
Well, this is kind of fun. I'm about to count how many club orders I had this month. Like just physical orders. Just for funsies.
Oh, I gotta get thank you texts out. Gotta get that other video uploaded too. Okay, I'm gonna stop share from Friday because I couldn't get it to download when I was at our Airbnb. Oopsies, hold on. Yes, I gotta figure that out. We also had breaker issues, and so we had to turn the power off a couple times, and so it restarted everything. And then turning my computer on this morning took like 15 minutes, and I almost had to do the Zoom from my phone.
Fun times. One, two, three, four, five. So was the guy fixing it? Like, did it cause the problems or?
So apparently, when they turned the air conditioning back on after he fixed it on Thursday, they heard a different noise, and he's like, "Oh, I don't like the sound of that." So we were like, "Okay, cool. Donnie was like, give me a quote. I'm gonna get another quote. We'll reconvene next week." So then we get home from our trip to Flagstaff, and it was out again.
Fun. Yay.
Yay! So great.
So good.
So good.
I guess I shouldn't have asked the other day if you're going home to air conditioning.
Well, I thought we were. And we had planned, like I
Yeah.
said, this week to have people come out, look at it, give us a quote so we could get fixed. But who knows what the heck is going to happen with it?
Whoa, something's not right. I guess it kind of doesn't matter now.
It was Friday the 19th.
Sounds right. Yep.
Okay.
When you hear weird noises coming from the bathroom, and then a cat peeks around the corner and darts back into the bathroom. Oh,
Okay, legit. Love that for you.
yep. Yep. Thanks.
Day 19. What did we talk about on Friday? It was 3 steps to launching your business.
That sounds right. I think I took my day 19 on my clipboard. She's trying to get in the toilet. She's trying to get the cabinet. That's what it is.
That's hilarious. Cats are wild.
I now know why the cabinet broke over the weekend.
That's,
This makes so much sense.
oh my gosh.
Huh. The cat, yeah. Mhm. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Precious Lucy.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
The door, like part like the frame to the door came off the cabinet this weekend. And I'm like, what? How does this even happen? And he's like, what? How does this even happen? And he fixes it. And now I know how it happened. We'll just put it that way.
Uh-huh.
Because she was trying to open the cabinet. She's got her paw down there, like pulling at it, trying to open it. And just
There he
the
is.
way she, yeah, yeah. But it's Precious Lucy, so there will be nobody in trouble, trust me. Oh,
Okay, so on the agenda today, this is the kids' last week of school. So what I'd like to figure out this week too, verbalizing this, putting this out into the world so I don't forget. I'd like to figure out a summer plan because we're going to be days 31 through 90 of our 90-day goal challenge during that time frame. So I need to figure out a schedule, even if it's just week by week, of when I can work my business intentionally and still be there to enjoy summer with kids, right? Because this only takes like 30 to 60 minutes a day. I mean, truly, if you have your three things that you're doing every day, if you're following this, right? You have your three things, you have your 5x7 checklist, and then you have a brain dump. So truly, this should only take an hour a day if you focus and get your stuff done, if you have intentional work time, and if you figure out what's fluff and what doesn't need to happen. And obviously, there's going to be some days where things don't get done because family takes priority or life happens. But there's also things where if you have kids or if you have family or friends that can help, like if you're doing bring back my bar samplers, you could enlist the help of others to help you get it done. You're still spending time together. You can get it done sooner and then get back to hanging out and spending summertime with people. So there are ways to be able to utilize your time effectively and still work your business and see that forward momentum and progress during the summer. So figure that out, what that looks like for you. But I will be doing that this week since summer is upon us. And I really do want to maximize my time with my kids. There's a couple weeks, like one week they have VBS, one week they're doing a fun music camp. So there's a couple hour spurts during those weeks where they will be occupied and I will have time to do things. And then I also, if there's errands that need to get done, they're at the age now where it's not the worst if they're fed and watered to be able to take them with me on the errands, right? They're old enough now, they can hang and like go to Costco with me, even though it's nobody's favorite thing to take kids to Costco. Like they can do those kinds of things with me. So figure out what your life is going to look like. The days 31 through 60 and day 61 through 90 so that you can stay intentional with this 90 days. Because dudes, we're already 22 days into this. That's a good chunk. We are almost a third of the way done. That's amazing. And if you've stuck with it this long, or if you've missed a couple days and you've come back in, you've still done it, right? Those days that you didn't do, that's data for you to keep in mind, maybe for next time. So let's figure that out separately, reconvene together. Because what works for me may not work for you. You may think, Ariel, that's dumb. And it might be to you, but I don't care. But I think I have my post ready. I think I know what I'm going to write. I just got to figure out a picture.
I think I have to get childproof locks for the cabinet. I have to get childproof locks for the cabinet.
You know, cats are freaking smart.
Traveling next month. I'm trying to think of how to. I'm not super worried about sticking to like the checklists and stuff, but some of the other stuff I'm preparing while traveling and, you know, like some of that work stuff, I guess.
I think I think sticking to the checklist is a really big priority for me because I've tried this a couple of times, right? I've tried to do 90 days at least 3 times and I've not successfully completed that. And I talk about this at least once a week. That connection is always what threw me off. And I'm like, well, I threw my hands up thinking I can't do the whole checklist. I guess I'm out. Dumb. Don't let yourself believe that. But that's why I've made it a priority to start with that this time because I want to grow on Instagram. Like that's one of my goals is to grow my organic following. So that's why that's a priority to me. But obviously figure out what's a priority to you and figure out how to work it in. Yeah. Because you know your business better than anybody. And that goes to everybody listening. That's not just me like talking to Risa. I don't want you to use that as an excuse though, not to do the checklist. For those of you who are listening, watching the replay, but make sure you're doing whatever you're doing with intentionality. Is your goal to grow your business on social media, to grow organically, get new leads out of your market? What if your Mormon hot leads are already like stocked up? You've already asked them all the questions and they're not down to post, join, club, and they've already purchased. What do you do with your market then? Find new people. So that's where this comes in handy. Excuse me, I hiccuped. I am almost done with my post. Very excited about this. Oopsies. Don't you hate it when autocorrect changes things and you're like, no, I actually meant what I typed that time. Most of the time, autocorrect's got my back. But this time, I knew what I meant. Something, just a side note before we leave, because we're at the top of the hour. If you're sharing on Instagram or Facebook, I heard that if you are intentional with putting a location, even if it's just the city you're in or a surrounding city, you're going to draw more local people and you're going to see more eyes because a lot of people look by location. So add a location. And on that note, happy posting. Make sure you share in our chat and in the group. And we'll talk to you guys later. Happy Monday. Bye.